Hi everyone, my name is Shrikant Ramani and I'm here to talk about the US visa interview process. So the first and foremost thing that you would do when you arrive at the US visa consulate is make sure you have your documents and all the necessary information with you. There would be a line and a procedure to get to the interview counter. And once you're at the interview counter, there would be a visa officer that you would meet up with, and he or she would be asking you several questions regarding your US visa application. One of the most important things that you need to do is to make sure you're not nervous or you don't look very scared or you don't look very worried or paranoid, because those are some of the things that they're trained to look at. Mostly the visa interview process is not going to be a very tough thing. It's probably going to be over before you know it. Maximum it might take not more than 5 minutes. There are several things that you should remember that before you answer the questions, and of course some of those questions that you might be potentially get asked, it's good to prepare that in advance and head to the consulate. Most of the questions are going to be related to your visa application. If you're, for example, applying for a student visa, the visa officer is going to be asking questions regarding the student application. Examples of questions could be which university you are applying to, what is your major that you're going to be selecting while you're there. Probably the name of your professor who might have recommended you or selected you. One of the most important things is that be very precise and to the point, and listen very carefully at what the questions that have been asked to you. If in case you don't understand the question or you didn't hear the question properly, it's always a good idea to be courteous and ask the visa officer for the questions again. So for example, if you don't understand the question, you can ask them in a very polite manner, saying that you didn't understand the question, could you please repeat that again? Most of the times the questions are framed in such a way that you would have an answer for it. It's not going to be anything out of the blue or out of the very random questions that has nothing to do with your application. And in the end, just thank the officer, and then once you've been approved of the visa, the officer would say that he or she would be sending the passport over to your address, and the process is done. You just have to wait for the passport. Just to the point of how you would want to dress up while you're going for the visa interview. You don't have to worry about wearing a suit or a tie. It's not a job interview process. You're not going to be judged by the way you look, but obviously it's a good idea that you dress in a very decent manner. Maybe either a business casual or a smart casual should do it. Don't wear anything offensive. Don't make it look like you're not serious about what you're planning to do, or that you're not really bothered about it. Don't wear any sort of printed shirts that have sentences or anything written on it. And again, especially make sure that they're not offensive, because sometimes what you might find tolerant might not be, they might not find it in the same way as what you think. So the best, and I think the most, I think the best way to go about without having any sort of issues is just to go as a business casual or a smart casual. And of course, don't wear shorts. Don't make it look like you're going to play, you're going to play sports or something. And you should dress in a way that the visa interview officer thinks that you're a pretty serious guy and you're applying for the US visa for a reason, and not just to have a good time or going there for fun.